An if-or formula allows us to check two values against a condition to see if either of them meet it, whereas an if formula only allows us to check one. So what we want to do here is, these are maths papers, and we want to see whether the student has scored 75 or over in either of the papers. If they have, then they'll be entered for the higher paper. If they haven't, they'll be entered for the lower paper. Now it's better with an if-or to write the formula yourself rather than use the fx tool in this case. It doesn't seem to deal very well with if-ors. So we'll start off equals if, just like a normal if formula. We open a set of brackets, and this time we write or, so that tells it that we're going to be looking at two values. So if, open bracket, or. Then we open another set of brackets and we put in our first value. So we're looking at that value and we want to know if it's greater or equal to 75. So greater, equal, 75. That's our first condition. But then we're going to put our second condition in. So we're also looking at the Module 2 paper. So again, if that one is greater or equal to 75, we then need to close this first set of brackets. So we encase these two conditions within its own set of brackets. We then put a comma to separate that, and we put in what we want to display if either of these conditions are met. So if either of them are met, then we put in speech marks higher, because we want the student to take the higher paper, and a comma to separate that, and then another set of speech marks and foundation, because that's the paper they'll take if they haven't scored 75 or over in either paper, and then close the speech marks that we started right at the beginning. Press enter, click into that cell, use Autofill to drag it down. So let's have a look. That student didn't score over 75. Neither did that student. This student did, however. This student did. These didn't. Let's just change this and just check. So let's put 78 in there. And you can see now that one of these cells met the condition. So that's an if-or. Equals if, open brackets, type in or, open another set of brackets to contain the two values, click into the first value, put your condition, comma, click into the second one, put your condition, close your brackets to keep those bits together, put a comma, and then type in your if the condition is met, comma, if the condition isn't met. Close your brackets.